there are sometimes just things that truly make no sense. For those of you who watch my channel, you know darn well that I have no sympathy for and no patience for idiots. We cannot change our gender. We can't. We can't change our gender. We're not a frog. This isn't Jurassic Park, like, where the dinosaurs all of a sudden start spontaneously because they were mixed with the DNA of a frog and we could change our fucking gender or even our race. There is no magic pill or science that we know of that exist right now. And even if it was a science or magic that could change our gender or our race or whatever right now, it wouldn't be considered natural. Nature, you know? The thing that, this is what gets me when I see these fucktards that claim that they are witches, that claim that they are Wiccan, that claim basically anything or holistic or whatever. All of that stuff deals with the spirituality or the things that we could do technically within this shell that we live in. We might have in the past been able to be spiritual, completely and fully spiritual beings. That is not the case right now. That is not the case today. We are not enlightened to where we could just, do these things. Well, this channel, or the link in the description below, is Sydney Watson. I love her channel. She's half Australian, half American. Beautiful girl. And I want to see if I could just get into this because, seriously, this makes no utter sense when it comes to these woke transgender people that somehow or another your belief changes reality. But let's see.
Wait, what's happening here? He says that a female is someone who has female reproductive organs. He adds that being a female goes right down to your DNA. If you were to be dug up in 100 years, researchers can determine your sex because it is coded in every fiber of your being.
Period. Period. There is no changing again without any outside influence, whether by some pill or medicine or not even surgeries can change down to your DNA. Not yet, that we know of yet. But yet, let's just keep going. Oh man, it's like I get a headache when I listen to the logic of these fucking feminist and transgender people. But as I said, it infuriates me when it is a Wiccan, witch, anything that whatever we call ourselves, and then spits in the face of Gaia, spits in the face of Mother Earth, that we somehow have the power to deny the masculine and the feminine. We are human. We are not gods. We are not on par with nature to just be. As I said, if you're just one of these woke fucktards, you be you. But any fucking witch out there, or a person that calls himself even a Christian, that believes in the fact that you could just decide what you want and somehow it overwrites nature, y'all need to be locked up.
He adds that researchers can't tell what you believed at the time, but they can tell what sex you are. Unless, of course, we start burying people with their pronoun badges and asexual flag.
Now, yeah, that's true, but even then that still wouldn't change science. Your belief wouldn't change science. You were born a female, your fucking surgery or pills does not change your DNA. It doesn't change your DNA. So when we bury you or dig you up in 1,000 years, you're still going to be female. You're still going to be male. Maybe with some fake tits that'll still be attached to the skeleton, but you would still be male.
Matt then turns the question over to the they-thems. Because, yeah, don't we love the input of people who can't work out what gender they are? Ethan, this person, initially answers and says that he can't define a woman.
Why not? Well, let's keep going. Why not? Why can't? Of course you don't, because you know damn well you're not going to argue with an act. See, this motherfucker is that dude was an actual, like, what, professor, scientist, whatever. Your feelings do not just make up science. But let's keep going.
Because it's not for him to say, and womanhood looks different for everybody.
Womanhood does not look different under the microscope. It doesn't look different when we have to make medicines that are specific to your gender. Oh my God, that medicine is sexist. No, it's just medicine that is meant because you're a female, fucking up your biology by taking testosterone and shit. So now you got to take another medicine to counteract the toxic shit you're doing to your body. But I don't understand. I really do not understand how fucked up you people are.
Confirm that's a big ol' nope. Sydney, your order of nope arrived. Oh my God, finally. Addison, this person, counters and says what happens if a woman has organs that don't work and can't reproduce.
That doesn't just, what does that have to do with anything? You have the organs, but you can't reproduce. Doesn't mean you're still not a fucking, I got a lot of female friends that can't have kids. I've got relatives that can't have children. It doesn't change that they are a male or a female. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Hey, I have a car, but the engine doesn't work. Well, it's still a fucking car. Jesus Christ.
Or doesn't have some of the organs in question.
What do you mean you don't have some of the organs in question? It still wouldn't change your DNA. Okay, you don't have ovaries. Does that mean you're not a female? What the hell does that even mean? Okay, you're a hermaphrodite. There's the exception to the rule. I hate having these arguments with people over the exceptions. Well, this. Yeah, but there's always going to be the exception. Is the exception the majority? Well, no. Well, then shut the fuck up.
In reference to what Matt was talking about. And honestly, I think this is something that I answered already in my video, The Erasure of Women, but I do want to repeat it again for good measure. Women are genetically programmed to produce ova and bear young. This is a fact. And whether or not that female eventually does produce offspring or reproduces, whether they are born intact with all their female anatomy or whether their female anatomy works is not the issue.
Right. It isn't the issue because you can't change your DNA. Doesn't fucking matter. Oh my God, you were born without tits. You're still a female. It's like it doesn't matter. There are women who can grow beards and mustaches and everything. Okay, so you have more of this one genetic flaw. Doesn't mean you're still not a woman. Stop trying to change nature. We are not even talking science here. We're talking nature. Stop trying to change nature. Your feelings do not matter when it comes to nature. It doesn't. Mother Nature isn't going, oh, well, this person feels this way. No, that's not how it happens. Science doesn't believe in your fucking feelings.
Even non functioning female anatomy is still female anatomy. In line with Matt's comments, being female, being a woman, is programmed in every single cell of your body.
Right. Just like being a male is programmed in every single cell of our body. Your feelings don't change that.
Anyway, Addison, I already answered your question. You're welcome. Addison goes on to say, I cannot define what a woman is because I do not identify as a woman.
What the hell does that have? What the? You can't identify what a woman is because you don't identify as a woman. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Nature and science do not change because of what you feel. Oh my God.
Womanhood is an umbrella term that includes people who identify as a woman. Identify as what? As a woman. What is that? Well, it's each to their own. Each person is going to have a different relationship with their own gender identity. So, trans women are women too. X for doubt. And the audience claps for this. Because, I don't know, I guess studio audiences are now the authority on women. X for doubt. So I have to admit, I found this entire exchange exceedingly not fun. And I guess what made it worse and what added fuel to the fire was the fact that Addison, the non-binary person, took to Instagram to say this. Since the taping, Ethan and I have been experiencing a heightened level of anxiety to the point that we've had numerous nightmares.
Well, considering you identify as obviously a man from what you're trying to look like, how about you fucking man up and grow some fucking balls? I don't give a shit who the fuck that offends. You're obviously wanting to look, because I hate to tell you, we don't act like that. We don't act like that. There are things that we will have anxiety for, like if we're going to lose our house or something like that or whatever. But no, we're not going to, no. We're going to fucking man up and we're going to continue on. There are issues, obviously, especially if you follow my TikTok, same name. There are things that I post on there. We men, we're allowed to talk about our feelings and things. But to sit here and say that you have so much anxiety, you're having numerous nightmares and depression spirals over the last month, this week has been the worst. Worst. It would be the worst, right? Yeah. Grow some fucking balls and man up. I mean, you're sitting there with fucking beards and mustaches and shit. Man up. That is not something we'd be having anxiety and nightmares over. Oh my God.
And depression spirals over the last month. This week has been the worst. I'm not sure if they're saying this because they participated voluntarily in a show where someone questioned.
Yeah. This is what happens when these motherfuckers actually do not have brains in their head. When they actually veer from nature and from fact and science. They lose their minds. They become emotional, and this week is the worst. Yeah, worse is what. Yeah. So it was a misspelling. Ugh, bitch. I mean, I guess the beard is making you misspell things, but seriously, grow some balls and fuck. Let's keep going.
Questioned them and their ideas, which, if you really think about it, is kind of hilarious given that these people are making comments about the experiences of women and what it means to be a biological woman and questioning all of that while simultaneously getting very upset and traumatized and having nightmares because someone questioned their narrative. You can't make this stuff up. I mean,
You can't sit here and say you don't identify with being a woman while simultaneously acting like a little bitch. You want to be a man up. It's one or the other. You're, because you're literally showing up to be a weak man. Weak. Man up. Life is life. We're the ones who built this world. We're the ones who will always build this world. We're the ones who will maintain this world. How about you? Oh, you want to identify as a man, looking like a man? You want to identify as a man? Start doing some roofing. Build some shit. What do you do that identifies you as a man? Your looks? That that doesn't mean shit. I don't give a shit. Y'all know me about my channel. I don't give a fuck about hurting your damn feelings. Fuck you. Don't care about hurting your feelings. Don't care. Get over it.
And emotionally, I then found this particularly fun article by LGBTQ Nation. And also, mind you, if you have the time, go and look at the post on Instagram because the comments are a lot of fun. Dr. Phil invited anti-trans activists to spread hate on TV, and it's painful to watch. Dr. Phil's guests called transgender identity a delusion and mental.
Dr. Phil brought y'all on there to spread hate? What? Dr. Phil guests called transgender identity a delusion and a mental illness. No, no. You want to identify with what you want to identify. That is not delusional. That part is not mental illness. Now, when you start, that's like me running around going that D&D is real. That's the same thing. I love D&D. Love it. I've loved that. I loved it. I've done beta testing for it. Me and Jeremy Crawford have gotten into arguments online. No, I love D&D. I've been playing it since 1983 when I was 13 years old. However, I'm not going to believe that D&D is real. You being transgender, you believing the way that you want to believe, that is on you. You believe what you want to believe. The part that is delusional and a mental illness is when you motherfuckers start trying to promote that your belief is real. There's when we have the problem. You want to identify as a woman? I've got a lot of transgender friends. Some of them are gorgeous as fucking hell. Anna is gorgeous as hell. She still knows that she's a man. Still knows that. Even though extremely gorgeous female, still knows that she's a man. Still knows that the surgeries and everything that she's gone through didn't change her biology. See, this is what is a mental illness and delusional, is when y'all want to change reality. Believe in what you want to believe, you believe what you want to believe. When you try to force the rest of us to believe that this dragon is real, then we have a problem. Just because you took whatever pills or had whatever surgeries or getting whatever shots did not make you a man. It didn't. So stop. Stop trying to force us to believe that this is real. That, as I said, that this dragon is real. No, it's just a Komodo. But it's a real dragon. No, it's not. At least a Komodo dragon at least is a lizard. But, beside the point. Let's keep going.
Illness, and then expected his trans guests to defend their existence. Don't these people kind of expect women to defend their existence by basically telling us like all the time that our existence doesn't really mean anything and that anyone can be us?
This is what happens when you try to bring up logic to these fucking broken, mentally challenged people. This is what happens. The hypocrisy. You don't get to define me. I can define myself. I'm whatever I want. But women, no. You can't define yourselves. So you're not allowed to defend. You're not allowed to identify your actual identity, being a woman, but they get to identify. That is like that's like a lesbian, which I've had this happen, trying to define me as a man. It's like, bitch, you're a female. You're a female. You're not a dude. You don't know what it's like to be a dude. You will never know what it's like to be a dude. I don't give a shit what surgeries or pills you take or shots you get. You will never know what it's like to be a dude because you are not one. Period.
I hate it. Thanks for asking. I'm acutely aware of the fact that I've talked about this a lot, and obviously this video with Matt Walsh is just another illustration of how insane we're getting as a group of people, as a society. And I know that this topic is inevitably going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to keep coming up again and again. But us consistently
No, it should, but okay, it's going to keep coming up again and again. Well, unless Russia attacks Ukraine and we go into World War III, and then it's all just going to go to hell anyway, and these motherfuckers will need to shut the fuck up. But anyway, because the real world will be going on at that point. The real world will be happening at that point, and their fucking beliefs of transgender and all this other crap is going to have to get tabled for a good long time.
talking about it, I don't think it's such a bad thing because something has to give. If these kind of people are the ones directing conversation, then it's safe to say that we're not heading in a particularly good direction. And I think the truth of the matter is that this is extremely insulting and pretty offensive to biological women. We actually talked about this exact topic on my show You Are Here the other night, and coincidentally and funnily enough, the guest that we had on at the time was Buck Angel, who is a female to male transsexual. And here's a snippet of the conversation that went on during that episode.
I know it by living my life as a female and then I'm living my life as a man. Two different spaces. That being said, when somebody like that says womanhood is just something you basically feel, or I'm not even feel, just put on, that's insulting. That is insulting to.
Yes. Yes. Again, surgeries and pills and shots, not gene therapy, none of that. It's a fucking costume. I've got plenty of them. I've got costumes over here. All my medieval stuff, all my pirate gear. I'm well, technically I could say I really am a pirate based on a lot of this shit that I've done in my life. Let me think. Stealing other people's booty, Grand Theft Auto, armed robbery, everything that would make you what would be defining you as a pirate. I've actually done in the real world. Huh? I know how to sail. I know how to sail. I know how to pilot a boat. I know how to do. I know how to do all of that shit. So fuck, motherfuckers. I can actually say I'm a motherfucking pirate. I literally could say I am a pirate, a real pirate. Not even a lot of my other friends who also join me in a lot of the reenactment stuff that we do for a lot of the Renaissance fairs and things like that. Most of them can't even say that. It's like, oh fuck, I've never done any of that shit. Well, then you're not a real pirate. Do you know how to pilot a boat? Do you know how to sail? Do you know how to? Do you know how? Have you done actual pirate stuff? Have you ever done armed robbery, Grand Theft Auto, which would technically be like stealing another person's uh, boat? Really, your car. You know, I've actually stolen boats. So again, I really am a pirate. Most of my, but that's not a costume. But then again, we ain't talking about changing your gender either. I can't just turn around. Although with Snapchat filters, I make a damn good looking female, hot as fuck. Still doesn't mean I could just magically wake up one day, get all the and in the end, even if I got everything that chopped off and shaved and gene therapy and everything else, I would still be a man. It, it's not a fucking costume.
To women, and is degrading and is also not understanding what that guy just said to what is a woman? Didn't
Mhm.
even answer the question.
Well, they can't define it. So I made a video on my channel a little while back.
Yeah, they didn't. This is another thing that ticks me off. When you ask a direct question and they do this, they do everything they can, fucking matrix shit, to dodge, bob and weave, basically the bullets. They go into bullet time and fucking dodge everything that you say and will not answer the question.
Called The Erasure of Women. And I just went through a myriad of things that, personally I feel are happening or that observably are happening where
Mhm.
we're eroding language around
That's
women,
right.
where like I'm a cervix haver
Ugh.
rather than a female or a woman or, these actual terms that have existed.
Yeah, you're a birthing people, male, female, and hermaphrodite. That is it. That is it. There's no cervix having, birthing person. Just stop. Stop. Oh my God. You people are sick. Y'all are fucking sick. Stop this shit. Because let me tell you something. I'm at least being nice. I mean, if you watch my channel, this is as nice as I get. I'm being nice in how I'm speaking to you motherfuckers. A lot of my friends, especially within the biker community, yeah, as I said, I'm one of the nice ones. You get around a lot of my biker community friends or the Mexican mafia or any of the other people I know that basically would be considered totally machismo in attitude. Yeah, y'all need to understand, man. You go south side Chicago. Go anywhere of in the ghetto or anywhere of these neighborhoods or the real world, not where all these liberal or nice people live, not even my neighborhood. No, 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 no. You go where there's really the hey, what's up, fuckers? The blue collar, the people who are oil rigs, road workers, roofers. You go around the people who basically really run this fucking world and act like this shit, oh, you will find out what real toxic masculinity is. Because it sure isn't Dr. Phil. Toxic masculinity is not all the shit that you motherfuckers keep putting out there online. Every time I watch those videos when they talk about toxic masculinity, it's funny how it's never, ever brought up about, like, say, the rap community. I don't see y'all going up to Eminem saying he's a toxic masculine male. No, because you probably get your ass whipped anywhere in the rap community. I don't see. I see y'all trying to attack some of the rap women, and then when they basically say "shut the fuck up" or "we'll find you," it's funny how y'all shut the fuck up, but you won't shut the fuck up when it comes to somebody like a Dr. Phil or whatever. Yeah, see, that shows how fake you motherfuckers are. Your convictions only go as far as the person that can come and whip your fucking ass. That's as far as your convictions go. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. As I said, the link is in the description below. There's only a few minutes left in Sydney Watson's video, but um, yeah, I'm trying to get better at making quick videos. Like the moment it hits me, the feeling hits me to make a quick video. I definitely would like to try and do 2 and 3 a day, but I've kind of got real life issues going on right now. And I got to get prepared for, y'all already know I had my left knee replaced. I got to get ready for the right knee to be replaced. So shit, real life gets in the fucking way. But I will talk at y'all later. You know me, Mark with Honey Badger No Care. Follow me on Rumble, on TikTok, on Gab. Well, Rumble I haven't really been posting to, so it's mostly been Gab and TikTok because I'm making TikTok videos all the fucking time. Oh man, I'm making TikTok videos all the time. But y'all take it easy. Love y'all. Peace.